I abandoned my devil daughter with my mother-in-law because she thinks she's a better parent than me, but now she's experiencing the hell our daughter brings now that we refuse to pick her up. My daughter, Tamra, 14 feet, has been going through a terrible phase at home. I, 38 feet, can do nothing right, all she does is argue with me and scream. She will not do her chores and she makes life harder for me and her little brother, 12 meters. I was 14 once, so I remember what it was like to be that age. I'm doing my best to just get her through this. I may not always do the best job or keep my cool with her, but I am trying. My husband is out of town right now. His mom, however, lives a couple of towns over and has decided to chime in. Tamra called her when I grounded her for skipping school and vaping green with her Dagon friends. I took away all her screen privileges except her laptop, because she needs it for school. I am a dummy because she called her grandmother on it. My mother-in-law, Helen, is usually a level-headed woman, so I have no idea why she has decided that her parenting advice is wanted or warranted at this time. She said that I am being cruel to her poor baby girl and that I should not be trying to control her like this. I said that I was punishing my daughter for unacceptable behavior and that how I reprimanded my child was not her problem. She countered with the fact that she raised 4 children, all boys by the way, and that she did not have to punish this way. I know her youngest was out of the house before smartphones, so it is different. My daughter came into the room while I was talking to Helen and started screaming about what a terrible person I am and that she wants to move out as soon as she can. Helen said that none of her kids ever said that, so she must be a better mother. I asked her if she was serious and wanted to give it a shot. Tamra jumped at the opportunity and begged her grandmother to take her. Helen agreed. I drove her to Helen's house and said I would come back when my husband gets home and we can talk. I dropped her off on Saturday, 3 days ago. Helen started calling me on Sunday. I need to come get my daughter. Sorry I can't, my son and I went to visit my folks for the week. I thought it would be a good opportunity to see my parents at their farm since my daughter hates it there away from her friends in the city. My parents are also the last people on earth with dial-up internet. My son does not care because he gets to play with the horses. It is a little early yet for foals, but who knows. Helen asked me to please come get Tamra. She even called my husband. He called me and I told him what was going on. He said that if his mom had asked for it then she needed to follow through. I love that guy. I also fielded calls from my 2 sisters-in-law. They asked me what was going on, so I told them. They asked if I was really going to leave Tamra with our mother-in-law for another week. I said that is where she was staying unless they wanted to watch her. They both noped out without suggesting I go get her. Tamra and Helen each have their reasons for thinking I'm an awful mother. But I want to know what you guys think. Update. I have been busy at my parents' ranch for the past few days. It's been great. My son got to help with the birth of a colt. It is a healthy Palomino. A little early like I said, but it was an easy delivery for the mare. He was over the moon and can't wait to get back to the ranch. My son and I picked up my husband from the airport and he was fuming. Not at us. At his mom and our daughter. He called his mom to let her know he had landed and that we were on our way. When we got to Helen's house, she was waiting out the front. She said that she was sorry for interfering with my parenting of Tamra. She said that raising 4 boys in the 80s and 90s is a whole lot different than a 14-year-old girl today. She said that she had made sure Tamra had entered the school in the morning and that she saw her come out of the school when she picked her up. And that she had not gotten a call from the school about truancy. So I guess that's a win. She also said that she would not be watching Tamra again until she was over this phase. We agreed that was for the best. Tamra was upset that her doting grandmother had taken her vape. Also that her grandmother didn't have cash for her to get another one. And that she didn't have her phone to pay for another one. And that she was not allowed to visit with her friends after school since Helen lives 2 towns over. Tamra was indignant that her actions had consequences. My husband and I gave Tamra a chance to call all her relatives to see if anyone else wanted to watch her. There was either resounding silence or overwhelming no's. I think she finally understands that everyone except us is done with her crap. My husband told her that the week at grandmother's house did not count towards her grounding. So she will be without a phone or tablet for the week he is home. He said that her behavior will determine if she gets her stuff back. For those of you wondering, Helen looked a little like the parents in the airplane after the play in Addams Family Values. Just beat. I take no pleasure in it. She was also smoking a cigarette, which I have never seen her do. Tamra is sulking. But she has appeared to accept her fate. She tried to put her laundry in the hamper, but we said she can do her own. My husband and I did discuss getting her some counseling and will be talking to her school guidance counselor about it. It may be something she could use. Thanks for your advice, everyone.